Hello, love. I am so glad that you're here. I'm Aspen. I'm an embodiment coach. I support people in creating freedom in their life through the lens of the body. And in today's video, I wanted to give you a really simple, basic framework and foundation of what I see in my life that creates freedom and in those that I work with. So this is my own take on what I see as the through line and the foundation for everything, for meditation and mindfulness, for somatic practice, for transformational work, for healing. And I wanted to just lay it out there and give it to you so that you can make it your own and you can start to implement it in your life to create more space, more freedom, more choice, more agency. So you can do this at any time, anywhere. You can take this and put it into life. You can put it into practice in your own home, just putting it into the body. You can make it your own and start to see maybe how these steps and framework might be valuable for you. So, to begin, everything is through the body. So everything that I am speaking about is really through the lens of the body. So this is a way to guide the body and to befriend and to really come into this moment with what is true, and then having choice on what to do about it and how to move that energy and come back to a more full, whole sense of self, and you're not kind of stuck. This is a unstuck framework. So the first is to attune, to tune in, to meet yourself right here and to meet what is. So this looks like a pause. This looks like really tuning in to your body. What is happening? Sometimes this stage is called awareness or recognizing. For me, it's meeting myself, meeting what is, and coming right here, right now. I like to think of it as tuning in. So first, tune in. What's going on? Second, stay. Stay with it. So oftentimes when we meet ourselves and we tune in, there's a whole mess of crap going on. There's energy, there's feeling, there's sensations, there's numbness, there's tightness, there's just a lot. And so it's to stay with it, to allow it. And it's to stay with kindness. So it's not I meet myself here, I tune in, and then I beat myself up. How many of us have done that? So the practice here in this second step of staying is stay with kindness, with as much curiosity and love and compassion as you can. And staying is moment to moment, and I'll get to that later and speak about that. But just to remember that it's in this moment can I stay and allow and be with what is. The third is to explore with curiosity. This is kind of the deepening in, the investigating, the dropping into, okay, what's really here? And it's on the level, this is what I really like to emphasize, especially for people who are new, that's on the level of physical sensations. So what is alive in my body? Temperature, pressure, movement, and can you allow it, right? So exploring what is. And this is, once again, really just to build curiosity. It's not exploring and being like, well, why is that there? And this sucks, and I want this to be different. It's exploring with as much softness and curiosity as possible in the moment. And then the next is to follow. So we've tuned in, we've come here, we're allowing and staying with what is, we're exploring and tracking sensations and being with the life as it is. And then this is the step that I find so much power in. And this is the step that primarily takes the most amount of learning and growing in, because we're not taught how to do it and it can feel really clunky and foreign. And most of us don't trust our body. So in this step, you're following your body, you're letting it lead, you're allowing this energy that you've tuned into and felt to start to move, to start to be incorporated. This can look like movement, this can look like breath, this can look like sound. And it takes practice. It really takes practice, and it is such a powerful superpower to grow and to strengthen, to let the body do what it knows how to do. Because at the end of the day, that's the thing, right? We are animals and our body knows. And we have learned in all of the ways, through conditioning, through being a person on this planet, all of the stuff, we've learned to really like keep it together and to not trust our bodies and to just be fine. Fine. I want freedom. So in this step, you are following, and this is an intuitive sense, and this is something that grows, and this is something that really takes patience. And then the last is to notice. So to once again kind of come back to that tune in, to notice what's changed, what sensations are here now, what feelings are here now, and to notice, to really take the time to have that felt sense. So that's the framework. You tune in, you come here, tune into the body. What is happening? Coming into this moment. And then allowing, okay, there's temperature, there's heat, there's frustration, there's tightness. Can I allow it? Can I let it be? Can I stay here? And then can I explore? Can I feel? Can I get curious? Can I track sensations? Can I really deepen into what is alive in my body without the narrative, without the story, without the why is this here and the judgment and the wanting it to be different? Can I just be curious and kind? And then can I follow what my body wants? Can the body lead me into how this energy wants to move? Can I let this body feel what it wants to feel? Can I breathe? Can I sound? You're letting the body lead and you're meeting yourself in this new way. And then that can go on for as long as you desire. And then afterwards, taking time to notice what is here, what is true, what's alive, sensations, thinking, feelings. All of this is a way for you to begin to not abandon yourself. So we've all learned different ways of leaving the body and going over here and shutting that down and blocking this and tightening and stiffening and contracting so that we can be fine, so that we can be safe. So this is a way of meeting yourself in a new, very empowering way and saying, I'm not leaving. I'm going to stay here. I'm not abandoning myself. And this is moment to moment. So I am not suggesting that you stay with the really hard pain and you just dig in there and you root in there and you re-traumatize your body and your system. I am saying, in this breath, can I meet myself, tune in, feel what is here and allow it, follow it, explore it with curiosity and kindness, and notice what is happening. That's it. And it really is moment to moment. One moment of staying with yourself and feeling and building that trust with the body, being with the energy that is here, growing that capacity, is a bajillion miles. Our mind won't think so. It'll be like, well, that was just like a breath. But our nervous system and our body, it's a lot. It is a lot. And you can start to really build that strength, that trust, that muscle. So one of the things, let's see, I want to go into a couple more things. So all of this is focusing right here, right now, in this moment. And why would this type of practice or framework or coming into here and meeting the body be valuable? For me, I find that it literally gives me more life. I'm more alive. You know, one of the two main regrets that we have in our deathbed are I didn't let myself be happy and I didn't live true to myself. So when we are walking around in these contracted shapes and we're disconnected and we're not feeling and we're doing all of this stuff that we do, we are living from a smaller sense of self and less from the wholeness and fullness and truth of who we are. And that's exhausting, doesn't make us feel very good, not very happy, and we have that sense of skimming the surface and never fully arriving. not really touching life, not really having a deep experience of being alive. So one of the whys of doing this and practicing this is more life, a greater sense of feeling alive, living from a more full, whole sense of who you are. And when we are able to connect with our bodies in this intimate, deep way and this loving connection, compassion wakes up, compassion for ourselves and other bodies. If we are able to meet our body and not abandon ourselves and find that held, supported, empowered place, imagine how we would treat other bodies, how we would treat this world. It's big, it's huge, and it matters. So the last couple things I wanted to say, remember incremental, slowly, not re-traumatizing yourself, moment to moment. And also, you might need to build a lot of resource and support first. So there's so much out there on, being able to pendulate, being able to kind of swing between an island of safety or a place in the body that feels good or pleasurable into the harder stuff. There's resourcing outside of yourself and grounding and finding safety so that there is a bit of a cushion for this work to unfold. All of that is super important, especially because the more that we didn't have a safe container and did not have held and love and all that stuff when we were little people, little bodies, then it's of course going to be really overwhelming to be with that rawness, to find how we kind of parent and hold ourselves in that. It takes practice and it takes work, and it's really important to have support, to have another human to co-regulate with and to hold space for you. All of that can be super necessary in order for the body to start to be able to do this. So always keep that in mind, and there's tons of resources out there. Peter Levine is one of my favorites. And then of course I offer memberships and one-on-one coaching and all of that stuff to create those held supportive containers as well. And then the last thing I think I'll leave you with is just that this is so juicy and so powerful and can offer so much freedom. And I want you to think for yourself, what would be the value in being able to meet myself in what is true, in what is really happening, feel it, allow it, follow it, move that energy, incorporate that energy, and come back on the other side more present, more whole, more full, more connected to life, and having a deeper experience of being alive on this planet. What might be the value in being able to, from that place, respond, rather than just being a reaction, moving about the world in that way? So there is so much power here. And it can feel, well, that's simple. I get it in my head. Attune, meet myself, feel, allow, follow, notice. But to do it can be, it can be really challenging. And it's also you finding in your body, what does attunement feel like in my body? What does it feel like to follow my body? So it's really making it your own, and that's the empowering piece, because then you can do that anywhere, everywhere. You have that capacity, you have that strength, you have that muscle. So know that it takes time, and don't let the simplicity fool you as far as what would the value be, because try it. Start to see how this simple practice of meeting and feeling and allowing and noticing and being in my body might change every single thing in my life that I want to change so badly. I want to feel this way and I want this to be that way. And oftentimes we're out here trying to make it happen, making it work. I just need this thing. And then once I figure out that, and then once I'm clear about that, start where you are. Start right here in this body. John O'Donohue says that the body knows it belongs. It is our mind that makes our lives so homeless. So I invite you to explore coming to the body and guiding in this way and getting all the support that you need and resource that you need to do that. And if you have questions, reach out. Like I said, I have monthly memberships where we're doing embodiment practice and embodied mindfulness. I also work with people one-on-one. You can have a free discovery call. There's also tons of downloadable resources and guided practices and meditations that really do support in that foundational piece of building resource and trust in the body and learning the language of sensations. Because when I first started this and it was the time to like feel into what was happening in my body, it was like, I don't feel anything. I feel numbness or I feel terror. That's about it. So know that that is okay. It's a place. It's where you are, right? Meeting what is. Starting where you are and just really bringing as much curiosity and kindness as you possibly can, and compassion. So that's that. And check out all of the things and follow me on all of the stuffs, and sending you so much love on your journey and on being an animal human on this planet. Sending you so much love.